Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most entertaining, memorable, and surprising film cameos. This list focuses on quick comedic moments rather than extended scenes or roles, so Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction, for instance, won't be considered.
Hello, little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you.
Number 30, Matt Damon, Eurotrip. The start of this movie follows recent high school graduate Scotty Thomas as he discovers the reason his girlfriend broke up with him. It just so happens that her new boyfriend is played by Matt Damon.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday.
The shock of seeing this A-lister show up in a movie like this is enough to make anybody laugh. But to top things off, Damon takes the stage to sing a song about his character's affair.
I can't believe he's so trusting. While I'm right behind you thrusting.
The surreal cameo really underscores how embarrassed Scotty is about the revelation. Sporting a shaved head, the Jason Bourne star gives this scene all the gravitas and reckless abandon an audience could want. It's that same kind of dedication that draws similar laughs in Thor Ragnarok.
Tell my story. Build a statue for me. We will build a big statue for you. With my helmet on, with the big bendy horns.
Number 29, Tom Cruise and Company, Austin Powers in Goldmember.
It's Britney Spears!
In this sequel, the filmmakers decide to have some fun with a whole slew of choice cameos. The beginning looks like a big-budget adventure and features the star power of Tom Cruise, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Danny DeVito. The amazing cast doesn't hesitate in playing their parts to the fullest.
Hey, Powers! You better watch your friggin' self, because this is one doctor who does make house calls.
To make things even better, Steven Spielberg also shows up as a parody of himself to direct the whole sequence. Movie fans will be grinning from ear to ear as they get to see so many incredible artists together. Plus, the fact that they get to say Austin Powers dialogue makes it even more entertaining.
Well, Miss Norris, shall we shag now or shag later?
Oh, Austin, behave.
Number 28, Liam Neeson, Ted 2. In this sequel, the main character receives an unlikely visitor at a grocery store. Liam Neeson plays a customer that's anxious about buying Trix cereal.
I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
Yeah, box of Trix.
That's right. I've been led to understand that Trix are exclusively for children.
With all the intensity of a Taken film, Neeson interrogates Ted about the tagline of the cereal. He even explicitly asks whether there'll be trouble if he, an adult, buys the product.
So if I purchase these Trix, there'll be no trouble?
No, you should be fine.
You do understand that I myself am not a child?
I was able to sniff that out, yeah.
Well, unfortunately it seems that there does end up being trouble. Neeson returns after the credits, apparently having had quite the rough day, and returns the cereal. It's an absurd and hilarious way to utilize the prestigious talents of this acting legend.
Hey, I won't forget what you've done for me here today.
I would prefer that you do.
Number 27, Charlton Heston, Wayne's World 2. Sometimes casting can completely change a movie for the better. This moment from Wayne's World 2 perfectly illustrates that point, allowing for a last-minute swap to elevate the scene.
Gordon Street! Gordon Street! Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gordon Street.
I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street. But that was a long time ago.
The hero has Charlton Heston tag in to play a gas station attendant who loves to talk. The real magic comes from his performance as he recites his lines like they're from an Oscar-winning script.
I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street a long time ago, when I was a young man. Not a day passes I don't think of her.
With Wayne even tearing up at the end, the whole speech becomes a funny play on the typical Hollywood monologue. It's both a major highlight from an underrated sequel and a showcase of Heston's talents.
That one perfect day on Gordon Street. That's 5 blocks up, 2 over.
Number 26, Kareem AbdulJabar, Airplane. This landmark comedy wouldn't be complete without a number of great casting choices. For one of the pilots, the filmmakers decided to cast NBA legend Kareem AbdulJabar.
Flight 209er to Denver Radio. Climbing to Cruz at 42,000. We'll report again over Lincoln. Over and out.
His appearance alone gets laughs, but the script lets the all-star have a few awesome lines. The athlete fields questions about his skills before dishing out a hilarious takedown.
Listen, kid. I've been hearing that crap ever since I was at UCLA. I'm out there busting my buns every night. Tell your old man to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes.
And he does it all while trying to keep his cover as co-pilot Roger Murdoch. Oh, what we wouldn't give to hear him take down the kid's father. In a movie full of unexpected cameos, this one might just be the greatest.
I'm sorry, son, but you must have me confused with someone else. My name is Roger Murdoch. I'm the co-pilot.
Number 25, David Hasselhoff, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Who are you?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
Hooray!
Confusing children and adults alike, David Hasselhoff arrives in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie to give SpongeBob and Patrick a much-needed ride across the sea. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's hilariously campy, so we'll let it slide.
Take it easy back there, fellas.
Hasselhoff really sells his ability to sail across the water like a high-speed boat. All the while, he gives the surreal sequence a humor and charisma that can't be beaten.
But we'll never be able to float down in time.
Who said anything about floating?
Initiating launch sequence.
The actor even launches the characters out of his pecs in a moment that will have viewers of all ages laughing. Number 24, Bob Barker, Happy Gilmore.
You know what's driving me crazy? You not getting the ball in the hole.
Don't push me, Bob. Now's not the time.
When the titular golfer finds himself in a celebrity tournament, he partners up with Bob Barker. The Price is Right host can only take Happy Gilmore for so long before picking a fight. Well, in all fairness, it's Gilmore who throws the first punch, and what a blow it is.
All right, let's go. Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me?
I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
It's crazy and unexpected, but the sight of these two duking it out on the golf course is nothing short of hysterical. We never imagined we'd get to see Bob Barker punching Adam Sandler so many times in quick succession, but we're glad such a scene exists.
I think you've had enough.
Number 23, John Hurt, Spaceballs. In his send-up of sci-fi films, director Mel Brooks fills a diner with assorted misfits. This includes one patron that looks a lot like Kane from Alien. In yet another space movie, John Hurt's character has a stomach-churning encounter with an extraterrestrial. This version ends in a much more hilarious way, as the creature starts to sing and dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss, my wire. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Hurt leans into the moment, more than willing to poke fun at his former role. The acclaimed actor could have easily turned down this cameo, but we're glad he instead decided to die by aliens once more in this authentic parody.
Oh no, not again.
Number 22, Chris Evans, Free Guy.
Think he's gonna hit you.
He punches so hard, but yet his hands are so soft.
Be strong.
As Ryan Reynolds' character plays with all sorts of iconic items, he conjures up one famous shield in the heat of battle. This just so happens to catch the eye of the real Chris Evans. The quick cutaway does half the work, but we also couldn't have asked for a more perfect reaction from the Avenger. At a time when MCU fans were really starting to miss Captain America, this cameo served as a fantastic pick-me-up.
What the shit?
It's also emblematic of the fun energy employed throughout all of Free Guy, not to mention one of the movie's many winning pop culture jokes.
Hold on, is that a Patsy?
Yes! That's a lightsaber, dude.
Number 21, Billy Idol, The Wedding Singer. Seeing a celebrity on a plane is especially exciting if it's Billy Idol in the 1980s. The Wedding Singer puts its finale in the skies with this rock star included.
Glenn doesn't deserve her. All he cares about are possessions. Fancy cars, CD players, Even women are possessions to him.
The musician makes a terrific impression by helping Adam Sandler's Robbie woo Drew Barrymore's Julia. Idol does it all with an effortless charm, even offering the hero a chance to realize his musical dreams.
Hey, Robbie, that wasn't a bad song. You know, I'm going to tell those record company guys about you.
Mind if I give her a kiss first?
Oh, yeah, do what you got to do.
It's ultimately a heartwarming and supportive cameo that helps set up a memorable ending. If you didn't know or love the White Wedding singer before, you probably will after seeing him save the day.
How you doing, sir? Chicken or fish?
You better get out of my way, Billy. You're gonna get hurt.
Oh, yeah?
Don't you talk to Billy Idol that way.
Number 20, Hugh Jackman, X-Men First Class.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lenstra.
Charles Xavier.
An X-Men movie apparently cannot be produced without an appearance from Wolverine, no matter how short it may be. Since the launch of the first movie, Hugh Jackman has made many physical appearances as Logan.
And this one. In case the other fell off.
While X-Men Apocalypse went for an extended and violent action sequence, Wolverine's best cameo lasted less than half a minute and featured no claws whatsoever. During X-Men First Class, Xavier and Magneto are looking for able mutants to join their cause, which leads them to a dingy bar in the middle of nowhere. Sadly, it was a wasted journey. Number 19, Ozzy Osbourne, Little Nicky.
What? What's that? What's with the ball?
Deus Ex Machina, Black Sabbath style. As the son of Satan, the kind and sweet Little Nicky is a bitter disappointment. Sandler's demon is on a quest to prevent his brothers from plunging the world into a never-ending darkness, although he does need a bit of help to get the job done. After smashing a mysterious orb given to him by his angelic mother, the Prince of Darkness shows up to take a bite out of Nicky's brother. Metal fans have known this for decades, but Ozzy is a gift from God.
You can do it, Ozzy! Bite his freaking head off! No!
Number 18, Danny McBride, Observe and Report.
Get your hands off him! What? You heard me? That's my son!
Considering they created comedy gold with Eastbound and Down, it's no surprise that Danny McBride appeared in Jody Hill's Observe and Report. Seth Rogen's Ronnie is an arrogant mall cop driven by a desire for justice, who apprehends a prepubescent drug peddler during his free time. Unfortunately, the child's father shows up with his goons and sticks a gun in Ronnie's face area. Luckily for the mall cop, this gang has a few screws loose. Sticking to what he's known for, McBride delivers a funny and foul-mouthed performance. Number 17, Everyone, Muppets Most Wanted.
Oh, waiter. Yes? May I help you? The wine, please?
From the days of Steve Martin and Richard Pryor, the Muppets have turned celebrity cameos into an art form. Their 2014 outing boasts over 20 famous faces, ensuring that every single viewer will recognize at least one of them.
We're doing a sequel. Let's give it a go.
With Hollywood stars.
And more one-liner cameo.
We're doing a sequel.
Picking the best of the bunch is practically impossible, as nearly all of them deliver the goods. Who didn't laugh when Christoph Waltz showed up to literally do the waltz, or Tom Hiddleston hamming it up as the great escapo for the Prisoner talent show? Honestly, the entire movie is one big cameo. Number 16, Christopher Lloyd, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Hello?
This film showed, if not anything else, that Seth MacFarlane knows how to write cameos. Despite being the director's worst reviewed movie to date, A Million Ways to Die in the West features a few hilarious moments, including an out-of-the-blue cameo by Doc Brown himself. MacFarlane's Albert Stark randomly discovers Christopher Lloyd in a barn as the scientist tries to kickstart the DeLorean.
What's that?
Nothing. It's a weather experiment.
Oh.
Great Scott!
Considering Back to the Future Part 3 takes place in the West, this cameo actually kind of makes sense. Number 15, Johnny Depp, 21 Jump Street.
Let's just relax and we can all leave here as friends. Yeah, let's do that.
This film wasn't just funny, it also ingeniously brought the franchise full circle.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
As Schmidt and Jenko find themselves cornered by bad guys, two other undercover cops reveal themselves. One of the cops is played by Peter DeLuise, who you might know, and the other is played by Johnny Depp, who you definitely know.
Little dweebs just ruined a 5-year investigation.
Reprising their roles from the original TV series, the partners reminisce about their Jump Street days before getting shot. Depp himself requested that his character be killed off, and the filmmakers gave him a truly uproarious send-off.
That was a gun. Somebody definitely got shot.
Number 14, Hulk Hogan, Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
We have gremlins in the projection booth. Could you help?
Gremlins 2 works in so much meta humor that it practically destroys the fourth wall.
This is worse than the first one.
We just show these movies, madam. We don't make them.
At one point, the mischievous gremlins actually take over the projection booth, stalling the film. But don't worry, folks, Hulk Hogan is in the audience. In true macho fashion, the professional wrestler threatens to get physical if the little miscreants above don't resume playing Gremlins 2.
Okay, you guys, listen up. People pay good money to see this movie. When they go out to a theater, they want cold sodas, hot popcorn, and no monsters in the projection booth.
It turns out the Gremlins actually have two weaknesses, sunlight and the Hulkster. Hilarious and surreal, this scene makes us wish every movie theater had Hulk Hogan on standby.
Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
Number 13, Robert Patrick, Wayne's World. Terminator 2 Judgment Day took the world by storm in 1991, prompting Robert Patrick to revive the character for a brief cameo in Mike Myers' Wayne's World. Dressed up in his now iconic beat cop uniform, the T-1000 pulls over Wayne to ask whether he recently saw John Connor running around.
Yes, officers. There's something wrong?
Have you seen this boy?
Myers reacts exactly how anyone would in this situation. He screams and hightails it out of there. By the way, the T-1000 was actually meant to be portrayed by Billy Idol before he was ruled out due to an unfortunate motorcycle accident. Number 12, Michael Jackson, Men in Black 2.
How'd it go?
Zed, the door locks are gone and the treaty is signed.
Good work.
During the later years of his life, Michael Jackson was the target of numerous gags, with everyone making fun of his physical appearance and questionable behavior. If this cameo from Men in Black 2 proved anything, however, it's that Jackson could laugh at himself.
Zed, what about that position you promised me in Men in Black?
Conversing via video phone, Jackson is revealed to be an ally of Zed, and possibly an alien.
Still working on the Alien Affirmative Action Program. I'll keep you posted.
Wait a minute, that's not what you promised me.
You're breaking up.
Zed?
Can't hear you.
Hello?
I'll call you back.
Jackson wants nothing more than to be an official MIB agent, although Zed isn't too keen on the idea. Michael sadly never becomes Agent M, but he'll always be the king of pop.
Zed, hello?
Number 11, Emma Watson, This Is the End.
Emma!
Oh my god, you guys are alive!
This Is the End is yet another comedy that packs in countless cameos. Although it was pretty awesome to see the Backstreet Boys reunited, it was even more jarring seeing Hermione Granger make an appearance.
I hid in a drain pipe for days, like 3 or 4, I don't even know how many. And then I stopped hearing people, and I started hearing growling noises.
Out there.
Surviving the apocalypse, Emma Watson finds refuge at James Franco's house. But as the guys start sending the wrong kind of vibes, Watson decides that she's probably safer outside.
Give me everything you have to drink, put it in the bag!
There are 6 of us, you cannot rob us!
Before leaving, though, the Hogwarts alumnus bashes in Seth Rogen's face and steals their supplies. Whether she's wielding a wand or an axe, Watson is one celebrity we'd want on our side when all hell breaks loose.
Get the Milky Way away!
You can put the axe down now!
Okay? Now, shoot her face! Shoot her!
Number 10, Eminem and Ray Romano, Funny People.
I don't think you should have took that medicine. Why not? I don't know, personally, I think you should have just let yourself die.
Funny People centers on Adam Sandler as a struggling comedian who suddenly contracts a fatal disease and has to revalue his entire life. As with most of Judd Apatow's work, Funny People blends hilarious hijinks with many heartfelt moments, including the awesome scene featuring Eminem and Ray Romano. After the rapper gives Sandler a pep talk about the celebrity lifestyle, Eminem loses it after realizing that the Everybody Loves Raymond comedian is staring at him. Apparently, everybody does not include Eminem.
Ray Romano's bothering you? Who? Ray who? Ray Romano, the guy from Everybody Loves Raymond? Look who what show he's on. I'll this mother up, man. Hey, Ray!
Hello, Marshall.
Problem here, buddy?
thought everybody loved you.
Number 9. Mike Tyson, The Hangover. When a wild night becomes a day of retracing drunken steps, one nagging mystery in particular remains a head-scratcher. Where'd the tiger come from? Reality is stranger than any theory you can dream up, because the boys stole it from a sleeping Mike Tyson. Gotta say though, Mike seems pretty friendly, especially when he wants to sing with the gang. But turns out it's all part of his interrogation technique. Number 8. Martin Sheen, Hot Shots Part 2.
We get up at 5. At first, I thought they'd handed me the wrong dossier. I couldn't believe they wanted this man dead. 3rd generation West Point, top of his class, Korea, airborne, about 1,000 decorations.
The Hot Shots sequel parodies many serious war movies, so obviously they had to include a reference to Francis Ford Coppola's 1979 epic. A badass retired Navy soldier who found inner peace after discovering Buddhism, Charlie Sheen's Topper Harley is pulled back in for one final mission. While Ramboing his way through Iraq, he comes across Martin Sheen's character from Apocalypse Now, who might have taken a wrong turn on his way to Vietnam. As the father and son cross paths, they share a few words of encouragement.
I loved you in Wall Street!
Number 7. Neil Patrick Harris, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. This legendary cameo comes from an actor who first got famous for his role as TV's Kid Dr. Doogie. In a slightly less than wholesome role, however, NPH turns up during the titular duo's journey to this burger haven.
Neil, you don't understand. We've been craving these burgers all night.
Yeah, I've been craving burgers too. Fur burgers. Come on, dudes, let's pick up some trim at a strip club. The Doogie line always works on strippers. Lap dance.
The complete opposite of what anyone expected, this washed-up and creepy celeb turned hitchhiker punctuates the title stoner's quest for burgers in ways they couldn't possibly imagine.
What happened to my car? I made some love stains in the back seat.
Number 6. Eminem, The Interview.
I feel like when I rap, people twist my words.
Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, has made multiple epic cameos in Seth Rogen comedies. We've seen that he's not a very big fan of Ray Romano. Then, in The Interview, Eminem gave us a revelation no one was expecting with the most deadpan, casual delivery he could muster.
When I say things about gay people, and people think that my lyrics are homophobic, it's because I'm gay.
In fact, the best part of the whole scene is probably the rapper's commitment to keeping a straight face.
Em, let's just back it up a moment. You just said that you were gay? And I'm just curious what you meant by that, exactly.
I mean, I'm gay.
He does it so well, especially when some horrendous lyrics are read out to him. Just as funny is everyone's shocked reactions as they try to fathom Eminem's quick coming out.
Eminem just said he was gay 4 times.
Number 5. Michael Cera, This Is the End.
I'm sorry. I sorry.
Who wants to sip? Sip time.
This Is the End asks how celebrities would react to an end-of-days scenario. While the main actors mostly play it straight, Cera is allowed to run wild for his brief cameo. The Arrested Development actor drops his typically goody two-shoes persona as he indulges in some party favors, engages in a threesome, and harasses Rihanna. Also, This Is the End shows Channing Tatum in a gimp suit. You have to see it to believe it. Number 4. David Bowie, Zoolander.
All right, who's gonna call this sucker?
If nobody has any objections, I believe I might be of service.
Zoolander has celebrity cameos left and right, with the most memorable of the bunch being the late great David Bowie. Making a triumphant entrance complete with a title card, Bowie declares himself the judge of Derek and Hansel's walk-off.
Now this will be a straight walk-off. Old school rules. First model walks, second model duplicates, then elaborates. Okay, boys, let's go to work.
As Bowie keeps score on his hand, Hansel takes the lead by miraculously removing his underwear while somehow keeping his pants on. Even Jareth the Goblin King couldn't perform such dark magic. Derek tries to top his rival, but he isn't quite as successful. Thus, Bowie disqualifies him like a boss.
Disqualified.
Number 3. Bill Murray, Zombieland.
Bill Murray, you're a zombie?
In a flick about the end of mankind, the last person anyone expects to see is zombified Bill Murray. But fear not, he's just playing dress-up to keep up with the Joneses. Once Murray drops the ruse, Woody Harrelson gives the appropriate, and some would say mandatory, fan-level freakout. Too bad Bill takes his pranks too far, trying to get a laugh from a scared kid with a shotgun.
No, it's okay.
Number 2, Luke Wilson, Tim Robbins, and Ben Stiller, Anchorman.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
In a completely random and hilarious opportunity for cameos, the Channel 4 news team is caught off guard by all of their rivals while taking a shortcut through town. No, we don't just mean Vince Vaughn and his aggressive evening news team. We're talking about Luke Wilson's Channel 2 team, Tim Robbins' public news team, and Ben Stiller's Spanish language news team, and their epic, and frankly bizarre, cameo-laden brawl. Of course, the stakes were raised in the Anchorman sequel when Sacha Baron Cohen, Tina Fey, Jim Carrey, John C. Reilly, and a bunch of others showed up to duke it out for journalistic dominance.
Jeff Bullington, ESPN All Sports. Tonight's player today is me, extracting your spine from your dead body.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Stan Lee, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This influential legend captured the imaginations of comic book readers everywhere for decades, and he had a habit of popping up on the big screen as well.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference.
His cameos were in fact so numerous that he has his own WatchMojo list devoted to the topic.
I had a girl probably the same as yours. She always complained that I spent too much time with my own comics.
He's shown up as a tuned-out librarian, a romance expert, and as replacements for Hugh Hefner and Larry King, to name a few. Unsurprisingly, most of his screen time was in MCU movies, but blink and you might miss some of them. After all these cameo appearances, you'd think Stan wouldn't have had any trouble getting on the guest list.
Invitation, sir.
I should be on that list.
Name?
Stan Lee.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
No,
Nice try.
really,
Nice
I'm
try.
Stan
Yeah.
Lee.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.